Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have a DTRS session in which we are going to discuss 10 important current affair topics, and we are going to discuss these topics through questions. So at the same time you will know the important current affairs, and also you will be able to solve questions based on those current affairs. Along with this, we have also taken the UPSC Prelims previous year questions so that you can correlate also the standard of questions that we are framing. So the leading topic for today's discussion will be based on GARBH-INi-DRISHTI. Okay, so we are going to understand what is GARBH-INi-DRISHTI, and along with this we are also going to discuss 9 more important topics. So before we go ahead, let us quickly see this particular quotation. And this quotation is very important. Why? Because this quotation talks about that it is important for you to do critical thinking. It is not, let's say, unusual to think unusually. So it says, do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. So what do we mean by eccentric? Eccentric means an opinion which is out of the box, an opinion which is, let's say, which is not conforming to the majority opinion, an opinion which is not kind of following what is the perceived, let's say, true opinion. So eccentric opinion is that kind of opinion which is, let's say, unusual, which is out of the box thinking. So if you are a person who has the capacity to think outside the box, if you are someone who thinks unusually, so maybe you are not wrong. Why? Because those opinions that are now majorly accepted, they were once considered to be eccentric opinion. Alright, I'll give you an example. Long back in India also, let's say our astronomers and elsewhere in the world, there was a belief that the universe is geocentric. Geocentric means Earth is at the center of the universe. That was the belief, that Earth was at the center of the solar system also. So that was widely accepted opinion, because at that point of time not much research was done, and this opinion somehow got popularized and that was accepted. But the thing is, there were people like Plato, right? There were people like Aristotle. There were people, let's say, many other, let's say, scientific thinkers who have thought out of the box. They thought unusual also. So people later on have come up with the opinion that the solar system is, let's say, kind of not geocentric, but it is heliocentric. Heliocentric means sun is at the center of the solar system. Okay, although later on, further studies have been done, and now we know that sun is at one of the foci of an ellipse, right? And every planet is revolving around the sun. So the opinion has changed. But a person who has thought unusually at that point of time, right, he was proved to be right, and he has changed the widely accepted opinion. So at your time, right, if you are thinking out of the box, if you are thinking something unusual, maybe you are not wrong. Okay, that's the thing. So such questions are very, very important, right, for the UPSC essay paper also, and for the UPSC ethics paper as well. Are you understanding? So this is a very important quotation in my mind. So you can have as many examples as you want. If you see what's going on around India, around the world, you will be able to identify, right, that even if you are having an unusual thought process, maybe that's not as unusual. Okay, that's the thing. Now at Lukmaan IAS, we have announced the Public Admin Foundation batch, which is going to start from 3rd of June. And this batch will be taken by S. Ansari sir. He is a prominent faculty for public administration. So if you have decided your subject to be public admin, you can join this batch, and the first few joiners, I think first 50 students, they will get concession. So they just have to pay nominal amount, which is 51,000 for this batch. Alright, so you're going to get the concession. And apart from this, we have a Panch Sutra Prelims mock test series. So in this mock test series, we have 5 sets of prelims test. You can join this test series to assess your level of preparation for the UPSC Prelims exam. Okay, so someone has said, rightly said, that an unexamined life is not worth living. So you can relate with that. So if you have not tested yourself that whether you are fully prepared for the upcoming prelims exam, so in that case the Panch Sutra test series may help you right, to assess your level of preparation, right? So there will be tests, there will be test discussion, you will get model answers, you will get answer keys, you will get all India ranking as well. So as we discussed earlier, basically, let's say like we are going to discuss 10 important current affair topics today. So one of the important topic is GARBH-INi-DRISHTI initiative. Then today we are going to discuss about citizenship in India. Okay, so this particular topic is important under Indian polity, and the first topic is important under science and technology. So basically health related topic. Then third topic is we are going to discuss about gharials. And we know gharial is a species, right, of crocodile. So we'll understand about important parts or important uniqueness related to gharial. Okay, so we are going to discuss it. So this particular topic is important under environment and ecology. Then we have another topic which is mangrove ecosystem. So today we are going to understand about mangrove ecosystem as well. Okay, so this is also important from environment and ecology. Then we are going to discuss about nuclear energy generation in India. This is important under nuclear science and technology. So topic from science and technology itself. Okay. Then we are going to discuss Kuttanad below sea level farming. Okay, this is also an important topic. So like so through this we are going to also discuss about GARBH initiative. Okay, so I am going to tell you what do we mean by GARBH initiative. And we are going to understand about chocolate war. Okay, so this has been in news. Okay, so with reference to one particular state in India, and we'll discuss what do we mean by chocolate war. Okay, then we are going to discuss about national policy for rare diseases. Okay, so government of India has a policy, national policy for rare diseases, and through this topic we will understand how do we address the issue of rare diseases. Okay. And then finally we are going to discuss about International Big Cat Alliance, IBCA. Okay, so we'll discuss about various species of big cat. Okay, so this alliance is a very important initiative, right, internationally. So we'll discuss like which organization or which government has started this initiative and what type of big cats are being protected under this initiative, how the funding mechanism plays role, and then we are going to discuss about ambergris. Okay, so we are going to discuss about it also. So with this, now let us move to the first topic. Okay, so let's discuss about the first topic. So what this topic is, so this topic says consider the following statements about GARBH-INi-DRISHTI. So we have three statements related to it and we will go through these three statements. Okay, so basically what is GARBH-INi-DRISHTI? Okay, GARBH-INi-DRISHTI is kind of a dashboard that has been developed. Okay, this dashboard provides information about pregnant women in India, their health related status. Okay, so it is an important initiative for the welfare of, let's say like to be mothers or recently those women who have recently delivered babies. Okay, so this is a dashboard that provides health related information for like pregnant women. So first statement, it says it is an artificial intelligence based tool developed to predict genetic disorders in newborn. This statement is wrong because it is not AI based tool. So here the information will be stored from the data which is collected from the field, which is collected from the hospitals. Okay, that's the thing. Second, GARBH-INi program is a private initiative launched under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So it's not a private initiative. It's a government-led initiative, and basically like this GARBH-INi-DRISHTI, this has been developed by IIT Madras. Okay, so one of the IITs, prominent IITs in India. So they have developed this, and multiple researchers are there from multiple, let's say, departments who have collaborated, who have come together from Department of, let's say, Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence, Department from Biotechnology, Biology, etc. So a lot of researchers are part of this particular initiative. So it is part of the National Health Mission and focuses on infectious diseases research. Okay, third statement, this is also wrong because it is not a part of the National Health Mission and it focuses on maternal and child health research. Okay, it focuses on maternal and child health research, not on infectious disease research. So how many of the above are incorrect? They are asking how many of the above are incorrect. Correct answer is option D. All the three are incorrect information related to GARBH-INi initiative. Okay, so let's quickly discuss about the information. So there was an article in Press Information Bureau, and in that article they have discussed about GARBH-INi initiative. So it is dedication of India's first ferret research facility, launch of GARBH-INi-DRISHTI, okay, execution of technology transfer agreement between THSTI and Suryodaya Numandis like Probioticals Private Limited. So basically this is a government initiative, so it's in collaboration between multiple bodies. All right, so with this, now let us talk about another topic. This is question number 2. We'll discuss about this question. So here they are talking about citizenship status in India. Okay, so this is a topic which is relevant under Indian polity. All right, so there are two concepts related to citizen. Okay, so one of the concept that I am going to discuss is known as jus soli. Jus soli, it means right of the soil. Okay, it means right of the soil. What do we mean by this? Let's consider there is a geographical territory. It's a country. Inside this country, if a baby is born, so that baby will get citizenship based on where he was born. So this concept, in whichever country it is followed, it is known as jus soli concept. In India, till 1987, okay, till 1987 we followed jus soli concept. I mean, like anyone who was born in India, right, after independence till 1947, so they were Indian citizens because they were born in India, irrespective of the fact that what was the citizenship status of their parents, mother and father. But after 1987 we have move to another concept which is known as jus sanguinis. Okay, let me see the spelling. Okay, so this particular principle, jus sanguinis, this is right of blood. Okay, jus sanguinis, it means right of blood. What do we mean by this? It means that to determine the citizenship status of our newly born children, we will check the citizenship status of the parent. Okay, so to check the citizenship status of a newly born baby, right, we'll check the citizenship status of the parent. So in India, let's say in India, if as of now, if we talk about present condition, if a baby is born in India, if one of the parent has legal citizenship status in India, he is a citizen of India, okay, maybe the father or mother, any one of them, if one of them is a citizen of India and the other is not an illegal immigrant in India, that person might have migrated to India, not have taken citizenship yet, but the thing is it is not an illegal let's say illegal migrant. So in that case, that baby will receive the Indian citizenship through jus sanguinis principle. Okay, so based on this, let's say like we have this question. All right, and why this question? Because recently the United States of America, soon after President Donald Trump came into power, now he has, let's say like kind of amended the 14th constitutional amendment of let's say USA, and after then, earlier they were following jus soli concept, but now they are following jus sanguinis kind of concept for awarding citizenship to babies, like that. Okay, so it says India has always followed the jus sanguinis principle since independence. This statement is wrong because like since independence till 1987 we have followed that thing. After 1987 like after independence till 1987 we followed jus soli. After 1987 we are following jus sanguinis. That's the thing. So first statement is wrong. Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 provides accelerated citizenship to all religious minorities from neighboring countries. This statement is wrong because like you might have heard about it, that like after the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019, accelerated citizenship is being provided to religious minorities from neighboring countries, but one minority is excluded. Okay, and this minority is except Muslims. Except Muslims. Muslims are religious minority in India, and they may be religious minority in neighboring country also, but like they are not included in the Citizenship Amendment Act. So that's why the second statement is also wrong. Third statement, it says until 1987 India granted automatic citizenship to anyone born in the country. Okay, so until 1987 means like till 1987 India granted automatic citizenship to anyone who was born in the country. Means like even if his or her parent, right, are not Indian citizenship, by the virtue that that particular baby was born in India, he will receive Indian citizenship. Now, the current law requires both parents to be Indian citizens for a child to acquire citizenship by birth. This statement is also wrong because we check the citizenship status of only one parent, okay, and the other parent should not be an illegal immigrant to India, right? That's the thing. So only third statement is correct, which is option B. So with this, you see, like Donald Trump, because of President Donald Trump, we are reading this topic. So the legal system under which citizenship acquired. So here they have explained about this. So Donald Trump, after coming into power, so he has kind of reverted the just solely concept. Earlier in USA also just solely concept was there, but there are many Latin American countries, means like South American countries, where they provide citizenship to children based on where the children is born. Okay, if a children is born in that country, so he will get the citizenship of the kind of of the country. Now we have another question. It says with reference to gharials, consider the following statements. So we have three statements. And based on gharials, so this topic is important under environment and ecology. So it says gharials primarily inhabit coastal marine environment, open oceans and brackish water. This statement is wrong because gharial do not inhabit in brackish waters. So they inhabit in, let's say, like fresh waters. They inhabit in fresh water. Brackish water means like muddy water, like that. Okay, so they stay in fresh water. The most distinctive feature of gharial compared to other crocodile is their ability to tolerate salt water. This statement is wrong because gharial live in fresh water and their distinctive feature is that like their mouth, okay, snout, it is known as a snout. So it is very long. The mouth is kind of very long in case of gharial. Okay, it's very long. Why? Because let's say it helps them to do fishing. I mean like they eat upon fish using their long snout. Okay, I'm not making the entire gharial, so it is like that, very long snout. Okay, so this is their distinctive feature. Third, gharials are known to swim in groups and can often be seen resting together, although they are not as territorial as some other crocodilian species. Third statement is wrong. Basically, gharials, they may be seen in groups, right? They stay in group, they rest in group. But if we talk about other crocodilian species, so they are very much territorial. Territorial means every crocodile needs a lot of space. Okay, so like they are very much aggressive in nature. But in case of gharial, although they are aggressive, but like they are not that much territorial. They can stay in groups also. Okay, so this is the very nature of this animal. So the Indian gharial might go extinct in your lifetime. 5 other animal species that are critically endangered. So like this is gharial. So they may go extinct because few hundred of them are presently available in India. Okay, so they are critically endangered at this point of time. Now we have another question. This question is also from environment and ecology, and we will read this question. It says with reference to mangrove ecosystem. Okay, we are discussing about mangrove ecosystem. Consider the following statements. So we have been given 2 statements. So I hope you understand mangrove ecosystem. So mangrove means, let's say like there is a coastal region, and in the coastal region you might have seen trees, okay, big trees. I mean like these trees have long roots and they are in the coastal region, they are in water, okay, big trees in water. So that's known as mangrove. And why mangrove is important? Because like mangrove helps the ecosystem to thrive. So they are generally found in the coastal region, not inside the sea, not in the territorial region. I mean like like soil related region. So it's there in the water. I mean like in the coastal regions basically. So it says mangrove have low carbon density, which is the amount of carbon a plant can store. This statement is wrong Because mangrove has very high carbon density, okay, very high carbon density. And mangroves are very much important to sequester carbon. It is used for carbon sequestration, means mangroves are there that can fix the carbon. So we have carbon dioxide abundance in the atmosphere, which is leading to global warming, right, which is leading to, let's say, like, many other environmental changes. So we need to kind of, sequester carbon. We need to reduce the amount of carbon from the atmosphere, and mangrove plays very important role in this. All right, so that's why first statement is wrong. Second statement, mangroves act as an important agent of carbon sequestration, which basically means removal of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This statement is right. All right, second statement is right, first was wrong. So correct answer is option D. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Okay, now with this, you see this is mangrove. Okay, it is in coastal region. You see, like, they have long thing also, so it is very near to the coastal region. Now let us discuss about another question. So in the context of nuclear energy generation in India, consider the following statement. So we are discussing about nuclear energy generation. So like for this we use nuclear power plants. And why we are discussing nuclear power plants as of now? Because Government of India has recently decided to amend, let's say, like one law which was already in place, which is, let's say, Civil Liability for Nuclear Damages Act. Okay, means if there is a company that has established a nuclear power plant in a region, if some damage happens, right, in that region, so there will be civil liability on the company that has installed it or the company that has manufactured it. So that liability extends to these companies. And so civil liability means civil liability in the sense, like, if there are some economic damages, so these companies have to pay for reparation, they have to pay for damages that has happened. But these companies will not be having criminal offenses, because, like, the operators are different. So there can be a company that is making the nuclear power plant, there can be a company which is operating the nuclear power plant. So the thing is, like, it is a matter of investigation that, like, if a nuclear damage happens, if an accident happens because of any, let's say, malpractice which has happened or any malfunctioning of the equipment, so who is to be liable? It is decided, let's say, based on investigation, and there is an act. So basically the Government of India has decided to amend that act because, like, the Prime Minister Modi is about to visit the United States of America. And now, like in France also, so like from France and USA, there are companies that manufacture the nuclear power plants that can install the nuclear power plants in India, and many projects are stranded as of now because, let's say, the Civil Liability Act that was made, so some amendments have been done, and after then these companies have been reluctant in, let's say, like, establishing those nuclear power plants. So the Government of India now wants to work on that. Okay, and we also want to acquire small modular reactors that we have discussed in the past. Okay, so now it says India's installed nuclear power capacity is more than that of installed wind energy capacity today. This statement is wrong. Why? Because when we talk about installed nuclear power capacity, it is in few hundred megawatts. But if we talk about wind energy, so it is in gigawatts. So wind energy is higher as of now. So first statement is wrong. Nuclear energy mission for Viksit Bharat aims to develop at least 5 indigenously designed and operational small modular reactors by 2033. This, this objective is very, very long. So if we talk about in reality, okay, so yes, this statement is right basically. So it says that nuclear energy mission for Viksit Bharat aims to develop at least 5 indigenously designed and operational small modular reactors. So we want to develop our own small modular reactors, and the date is very extended, 2033. India has committed to achieve 100 gigawatt of nuclear energy capacity by 2047. So only 2 statements are correct. Okay, 100 gigawatt capacity we want to develop by 2047. What is the importance of 2047? In 2047, we will become 100 years, we will celebrate 100 years of independence in India. Okay. nuclear power in Union Budget 2025. So in Union Budget 2025, the Finance Minister has discussed about nuclear power capacity in India. Okay, so we have given the kind of data also, how much wind energy is there, how much solar energy is there, how much nuclear power capacity is there. So in that explanation, you can go through it in your free time. Then we have another question. It says, consider the following statements regarding Kuttanad below sea level farming system. Okay, so this is a very important and very distinct farming system that is practiced in India. It is below sea level farming system that is practiced in India, and it is also recognized. Okay, so this Kuttanad place, it is not located in Tamil Nadu, it is located in Kerala. Okay, it's located in Kerala. So first statement is wrong. It is only system in India that practices rice cultivation below sea level. This statement is right. The rice fields are popularly known as puncha vales. This statement is also right. So only two, second and third statements are right. So rising salinity threatens puncha paddy cultivation in Alappuzha. Okay, so this is the news article. Now we have another question. Question number 7. Let's quickly discuss this question. Chocolate war seen in the news recently is, okay, chocolate war. Initiative of Jharkhand police to check opium cultivation in the state's rural pockets. Okay, so what has happened? In Jharkhand, there are few places where opium is cultivated. So the state police has kind of, taken an initiative that we want to reduce or we want to end the production of opium in Jharkhand. And for that, they are distributing chocolates, right, in rural markets, in markets on a day-to-day basis. And in the packets of those chocolates, they have also given warning that like if anyone is growing opium, so they may be arrested, they may be put behind the bars for up to 10 years like that. And they have also mentioned about, let's say, the act that these people will violate if they, let's say, grow or trade in opium. Okay, that's the thing. You see, what is ELS cotton and why doesn't India grow more of this premium variety? Okay, so that's a different thing. So you can see, you can go through this article. So to understand where it is grown, it is Ranchi, Hazaribagh, Latehar and Palamu and Chhatra. So these are the places where opium is grown, right? And they want to reduce it. Then we have another question. It says, consider the following statements regarding National Policy for Rare Diseases 2021. So we have a policy for rare diseases. So there are many diseases that are rare. I mean, like these diseases generally do not affect the general masses. But like, once a person gets affected, their treatment becomes very difficult because regular treatment is not available. And even if treatment can be availed, but it becomes so much expensive that a person cannot afford it. Okay, this is the thing. So first statement. It was launched by the Department of Pharmaceuticals to promote the domestic production of rare disease drugs. This statement is wrong. It is not Department of Pharmaceuticals. Okay, it is by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So one of the department of that ministry, but not Department of Pharmaceuticals. It says it provides unlimited financial assistance. No, unlimited financial assistance is not provided. So up to 50 lakh rupees of financial assistance is provided. So both these statements are wrong, right? Both these statements are wrong. Rare disease patients in crisis has displaced all national policy implementation. Okay, that's the thing. Now we have another question, penultimate question, question number 9. Consider the following statements regarding International Big Cat Alliance. Okay, so this is an organization that works for the protection of big cat, like species of tiger and various other tiger species. So it says it was launched by the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. This is wrong. It was launched by the National Tiger Conservation Authority, Government of India. So it is an initiative of Government of India. This thing. We have invited various other countries, right, to participate in this. Those countries that have big cat in them, right? So that are tiger range countries. So it aims to protect only five big cat species. It is not 5. They want to protect all the 7 big cat species. Okay, 7. Now we have another question. The World Bank is the primary financial contributor to IBCA funding its conservation programs. Okay. This statement is also wrong. Why? I mean, like, when the project was started, the government of India has initially contributed rupees 150 crore, right, for 5 years. For 5 years. It is government of India who has contributed huge amount of money, right? So none of the above statements are right. Option D is the right answer. So you see, this is the news article that has actually helped us to frame that question. You see, 150 crore, and it was established by government of India. And if I talk about tiger species that are going to be protected, so they are tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar and puma. So these are the 7 species, right, of big cat that are going to be conserved, that are going to be protected under this initiative. Then we have another question, okay, question number 10. So what this question says, it says consider the following statements regarding ambergris, okay, ambergris. So what are ambergris? We are going to discuss, okay. First statement, it is a waxy substance produced in the intestines of blue whales. This statement is wrong. It is a waxy substance which is present in the intestine of sperm whales, okay. What whales? Sperm whales, that's the thing. Second, it is commonly found washed up on the beaches along the Arctic coastline. Commonly found washed up on the beaches along the Arctic coastline. This statement is wrong. Why? They are not found. Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, these are the places which are very cold. But like if we talk about, let's say, like, you know, ambergris which comes from sperm whales, so they are found in, let's say, tropical and subtropical regions, okay, oceans, tropical and subtropical oceans. Subtropical means, tropical means those regions that has high temperature, the middle part of the kind of, you know, earth. If I talk about, this is earth, so this is let's say, like, you know, equator, this is tropic of Cancer, tropic of Capricorn. So these regions are tropical and subtropical regions, okay, like that, okay, tropical. So here this kind of whale is found, all right. It is not found in the Arctic, which is near the pole, or Antarctic near the pole, okay. The trade war of ambergris is banned. The trade of ambergris is banned in India. This statement is right. Only third statement is right in this question, okay. Why is whale vomit worth millions? Okay, so its trade is basically, like, you know, its trade is prohibited in India. So this is the image of a whale and this is the image of a sperm whale, okay. So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's discussion. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.